and I think in this video today I'm going to be eating my own words. Remember this? And I don't know if it's got a future, and will Apple, like they've done with the HomePod, kind of fade it out, because I can't see them selling many of these. I know what you're going to say, but my God, okay. Where do we begin? Now, when I started to do this video, I was kind of thinking to myself, well, I did an Apple video, I did Apple TV, you know, a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, you know, what can we really say about it? But I'm wrong. I will open, my hands are up, I'm wrong. Apple have, let me just start from the beginning. So, we've got the new Apple 4K HDR TV. We have an LG CX10 TV that has Dolby Atmos surround sound, Dolby Atmos HDR. So the Apple TV doesn't need to do all that calibration stuff. It just works. We use this little box all the time. For YouTube, for Disney Plus, for Netflix, Apple TV, I mean the series that I have on Apple TV, BBC iPlayer, iTV player, and I even connected my PlayStation 4 controller to that and started to play some games, and I was addicted. And I'm going to get to the problem in a second, and it's not a very good problem to have. But first off, let's talk about Apple TV. If you haven't seen my previous video, watch that. I go into it. It's a nice little shaped box with a fan underneath. It's got Ethernet. Now this one has HDMI 2.1, so it's got the new tougher bandwidth. Although it says 4K, it has the ability to go up to 8K resolution, which is really good. It has Ethernet, or you can connect through wireless. It's got the latest Bluetooth. It's got all the latest connectivity that you could possibly want with the Apple TV. It's in a nice, quiet box. It has the new A12 chip. I say new, they had the A12 chip, but they've stuck it in this. And of course, you can now, if you've got an older TV, I don't have to do it on the CX10. It automatically knows that it is a top-end TV and giving me the best picture quality using Dolby Atmos HDR. Now, there is two differences. HDR 10 plus, whatever it's called, and there's the Dolby Atmos HDR. And when I did some digging, it would appear that the Dolby Atmos does give you, although they're very, very similar, but the Dolby Atmos does give you a little bit more range in what it does. So if you've got that, use that one. Talking a little bit about the new remote control, it's a much chunkier, feel solid good, as Apple do always. It's a nice feel to it. You've got the Siri button on the side. There's lots of tips and tricks that you can do with the Siri button, such as you can push that button and say, what did that guy just say? Or what did that person just say? And it will rewind that little bit to repeat what that person just said. It also has some functionality with the double click of the home button to bring up your apps, and you can swipe through the apps that you've got open, or you can just swipe up to close those apps. If you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, it's a very similar experience, but you're using a remote control. Now, of course, you can use your iPhone or your iPad or even your Apple Watch, if you have one, to scroll through those screens. So the remote control is a really good, solid remote control. It's a lot better than the older one, which was the, you know, the plastics, you know, look at my other video, you see that. And I like as well the new feature where you can just scroll forward, or you can just scroll backwards. And you can also pause, and then you can scroll very, very slowly forwards and backwards. You can even press the button and ask Siri to jump 30 minutes, 10 minutes, or go back 5 minutes, and it will do it for you. Siri's very, very well built into this system. If you've got a pair of Bluetooth headphones, or if you've got, like me, you've got the Apple or the big Apple AirPod Pros, or any Bluetooth speakers, if you've got Bose or anything like that, you can connect this to the TV and you can watch the TV through that. Also as well, if you have a HomePod, I know Apple are not selling them anymore, but it will connect to the HomePod Mini. But if you've got the HomePod, it will give you Dolby Atmos surround sound. So works perfectly with that. But however, I've got a Dolby Atmos surround sound speaker that's connected to the TV. And also as well, Apple will take full advantage of our technology with the 2.1 cable. If you connect that in, it can all go through the Apple TV. I'm not kidding. This TV has It changed my view. I didn't think it would, and it has. You know, some of the things that you can do with it, you can shift the apps around by long pressing on the button. You can shift it, you can delete, you can manage your app. The screensavers on this is absolutely stunning. When you're watching, like I've just finished the whole series of All Mankind, if you haven't watched that, watch it. It's a fantastic, and you know what, that series I think was built for this new Apple TV, because, and this is where I'm going to get to the problem. The picture quality on this tiny little box coming through a top-end TV, and don't forget, if you calibrate that, you know, an older TV, like I tried it on my older LG, the difference between non-calibrated and what this little app does is incredible. Now, it's not going to be a £2,000 professional calibration kit, of course it's not, but it does a very, very good job. I will, seriously, a very, very good job. And the problem, and this is going to be the problem, so we have Sky Q in the UK. It's got ultra 4K, you know, if you're watching sports and some movies, and it's predominantly HD. When we watch we watch TV through the Apple box, through YouTube, through Netflix and Disney, like I said, all the time, because the quality of the image that is being displayed is just mind-bogglingly good. I just can't, I may be wrong, I don't know why, but it just seems to be that much better coming through the Apple TV. I tried to do a like-for-like, watching it through the TV app and watching it through the Apple app. Apple just looks so much better, and the way it handles its, I don't know what they do, Apple, I really don't, but it is good. And the problem that we got is when we then watch something, say on Sky, which we very rarely do, like the other night, I was sitting there thinking, have I not got this in HD? I had to keep checking, is it in HD? Because it's now made normal HD TV look a bit crappy, if I'm honest. Honestly, I'm not kidding. It looks a bit crappy. It's kind of ruined watching normal HD because the clarity of the picture through this little tiny Apple box is just incredible. So when you watch HD, herein lies the problem, you're kind of like, ugh. Like I watched football the other night. My team, which is West Ham, yeah, I get the abuse, hit me in the comments. And it was on Sky One, the game, which was only HD and not the Ultra HD. And I had to keep going, have I got this on Sky HD 1 or have I got this on Sky SD, you know? Because the picture, I'm so used to watching everything through Apple now that I don't use the TV or the Skybox, because it's just the control, or you're using your phone, or you can swipe the menu with your watch. It's just so much better now with what they've done. It's a no-brainer. The price is it's 169, so it's slightly cheaper for the 32 gig. I don't see any reason to go for the higher spec one, if I'm honest, because most of the stuff is offloaded with the cloud and you're streaming. You're not really downloading the movies as such. You're not downloading Netflix. You're streaming. So unless you're someone that's going to be downloading a whole ton of games, and even then I can't see you really using 32 gigs worth of that. And also as well, the music you stream. So I don't think you need the 64 gig unless, and I must admit, having Apple Arcade and now connecting the controller to the Apple TV, playing like Sonic the Hedgehog, as you saw there, or the go-kart one, it's really, really good fun. Really happy with it. So I'm afraid that about rounds it up this week. Next week I will be looking at Tidal and Deezer. I've been playing with these. I've had them now for about 3 weeks. A couple of people have been asking me about it. I'm going to be doing that review for next week. I'm also hoping to get my hands on one of these new iMacs. We'll have to wait and see. But that's it for this week. Again, thank you so much for all the views, all the subscribers. Again, this is so important, please. There's a lot of people that are viewing the channel and not subscribing. However, they are coming back. You know, the analytics is telling me they're coming back to watch, which is really good because obviously YouTube's pushing it back in front of them. But if you could hit that subscribe button for me, that would be fantastic. More importantly, make sure you hit the like if you enjoyed this video, and I'm doing my best to bring you a lot more content. So thank you everybody that has been part of this journey so far, and I hope I can keep on delivering the content. Like I said before, I might not be the best reviewer in the world, but I am passionate about what I do and try to give you the best and honest opinion that I can. Thanks everyone, take care and have a great weekend.